Welcome to a new video, everyone. In this video we're going to be looking at how to get wealthy in GTA 5 Online for beginners. So we're going to be looking at every tactic that a beginner can do without spending money, but we're going to look at if you want to spend money and what you should buy and shouldn't buy, and what properties you should buy, like nightclubs, garages, warehouses, drug facilities, etc. So let's get into it. Alright, as you see on the screen, you got shark cards. So you can purchase shark cards in GTA if you didn't know and if you're a beginner. So you can purchase shark cards, or you can purchase a starter pack. So I highly recommend a starter pack to start off, or you can take it the high road and go the hard way. And if you don't want to spend any money, which is fine, it's perfectly fine. You don't need to spend money on a video game. You buy the game, that's enough. Seriously, you shouldn't really need to spend money. But if you do want to, and you don't want to be on here for hours and hours on end, well, you can spend a little bit of money. Well, yeah, it doesn't really matter too much if you have the money to spend on a video game like GTA 5 Online. Now, as you see on the bottom left of the screen, you got jail missions, and you don't just have jail missions GTA. You got Martin Madrazo missions. Lester's got a few missions for you. Lamar's got a few missions for you. There's missions everywhere to get you started off. You can do races as well, which is quick and easy money, which I suggest. It's how I started the game. I didn't spend any money to get started until later on. I just got sick of grinding. But yeah, that's a few easy tips and tricks there. Now, as you see on the display, we are now looking at nightclubs. So nightclubs, they're pretty cheap. So the one highlighted in orange is around 1 million. That's the one I own. It's in a great location. It's next to the casino, and it's right next to the middle of the city, which is perfect. The one underneath the highlighted orange is also between 1.2 million, 1.3 million, and the cheapest one is 1.08 million. So 1,080,000, and down there in the docks, which is the cheapest. But it's a bad location, but it doesn't really matter. It's good. It's good to start off, and later on you can buy a different nightclub in a different location, and it will give you that nightclub for cheaper, because you can trade that nightclub in. And yeah, so try and buy a nightclub to start off, because we'll get more in depth into the nightclubs later in the video. Alright, now we are looking at offices. So, at the moment I am obviously restocking my snacks, which are free out the office, so don't forget to do that. The lady or the man at the front that you have hired through the office will supply you with that, along with vehicles and stuff. Alrighty, the second property that you should buy in GTA Online is an office. Now, the one highlighted in green with the money symbol is the cheapest. So you don't spend more than 1.5 million on the office. There's not really much point of upgrading much, the inside. Upgrade it later if you want. It doesn't really matter. Later on, you barely go there, but it's good. It's good for beginners because it's good and easy money, and we'll get into that in a second. Alright, as you see here in the office, you've got vehicle cargo, and you've got storage cargo as well. So let's talk about the vehicle cargo first. So your vehicle cargo, your high-end vehicles are worth 100 grand each. Your mid-range vehicles are around 50 to 80, and your low-range vehicles are 30 grand. So I suggest you do this with a friend or a few friends, and it will pay them for you through SecuroServe, because they'll be working for you. The cheapest warehouse to buy is the one I've got, the one in green. It's around $1 million. Sometimes they're on special, so they're cheaper. But yeah, around that area where mine is in green, they're normally cheaper. The one on top of mine in red is pretty cheap. So that one's 1.6 million. That one's to us that. So the one to the far to the right, that's the other cheap one, and then mine was pretty cheap as well. And the one at the docks is 1.9, which is okay. It's pretty average, but you can fit 40 vehicles in them, so like you can get a lot of money with this technique by selling cars through the office. But you have to have the office first to buy the garage. So yeah, so once you have all that, you can do it with a few friends, and you'll make about $400,000. So you got 4 top end cars. You got 4 friends through Securiserve. They're getting paid through that. You make 400 grand straight up of top end cars. So there you go, and you get to drive some nice cars. So I did like that when I was beginning as well. Alright, as you see here, like I was talking about earlier in the video, these are your jobs that you can do. So like I was saying, there are plenty of jobs. You got races, you got special events, you got stunt races, you got capture the flag, you got last team standing, you got king of the hill, survivals, you got all different missions. You got parachuting, for goodness sake. And yeah, anniversary mode. If you look at the picture, or like, even when like before the picture comes up, it will have double money and double points. So that's pretty good if you want to get your points up really easily and you want to double the money in the mission, which is pretty good. But another good technique for if you want to double your money, just go to the casino, the podium wheel, and like sometimes you get like 10,000, 20,000 XP or 15,000 XP. Yeah, but overall, like doing missions, just like after creating your character, like this is like the easiest possible way to make money. And like races for me, like probably the easiest because I always came first. I'm good at driving in the game, but that's just me. Like there's all these different missions you can do. It's not just racing, like I just named listed off before. But yeah, we're gonna get to a few more other easy techniques in the game to make money as a beginner. So, the business battle, as you see on the top of the display, is one of the easiest, another easy way to make money in GTA Online, because like it's basically for free. It's like sitting there. It's just like a bit of competition with other players, and if you just got a car, like that's fine. Like there's boats by the docks. Say it's the Navy ship out in the water, as we're going to in this video. But yeah, and the other times it's in the city, or it can be out in Paleto Bay. That's fine. Like steal a helicopter or a Cole Merriweather. Tell them to pick you up, shoot the driver, take the helicopter and go there. Go steal the cargo, bring it back to your nightclub, like I suggested earlier in the video, to own a nightclub. And yeah, the reason why you bring it to your nightclub because all your money forging, your drugs and everything goes to that. But we're still gonna get to that a bit later in the video, so bear with me. Alright, for example, as you see here, the computer has already been hacked by that guy who just flew away in the jet. So normally, on the cargo ship, you just climb that ladder, go up there, and you unlock the computer or have a hack. There's 2 computers that you unlock. Just be careful not to die from the guys, because they intend to try and shoot you in the head. And then there's going to be a helicopter out there, which you have to take down, which it might respawn if you take too long to get the cargo. So yeah, shoot the helicopter down, you take that to cargo, which I've already done, and you take one of these jets and you get out of here and you take the cargo back to your nightclub that you recently just purchased. Alright, so for the next part, you just fly back to the nightclub, and then you just jump out of your jet, wherever your nightclub is, just fly back there, you jump out of the jet. You should have a parachute if you've purchased one from the gun store yet. But it's the business battle's not always in the same location, so you might just, so it's not always going to be jets, obviously, so there could be cars on the outside for you next time. And yeah, so you just drive to your nightclub wherever it is on the map, wherever the cheapest one that you chose. So don't make sure you don't get a really expensive nightclub. You don't need to. They all do the same thing, and the location really doesn't want to matter. It takes like a minute or two longer, but you know, a minute or two's it's worth it for, let's save a couple $100,000, I reckon. Alright, now as you see here inside the nightclub, we're gonna go on the computer and we're gonna go look at our technicians. So as you see here, they all do something different, like cargo and shipment, cash creation, the weed farms. It all generates money. Sporting goods, pharmaceutical research. So yeah, so the pharmaceutical research, the sporting goods, cargo shipments, and South American imports are going to make you the most money. So make sure you get your technicians, and yeah, and that's going to earn you the most money. So that goes through your nightclub. So once you buy those properties, you just buy your technicians, and you gotta set them all up. So you have setup missions. So then you go back to the nightclub. You go buy your technicians, and then you just link your technician to that weed farm or wherever the location is, and you don't have to do any missions for it. So you just have to set it up once, and then you're good after that. Alright, we've reached the end of the video. Please leave a like and a subscribe and ring that goddamn bell. Nah, JK, but like, yeah, well, it takes a lot of effort to make YouTube videos, and like I do it for you guys, so I love making YouTube videos for everyone. Love entertaining you all. And yeah, there will be a part 2 for casual people who have been playing GTA for a while, who want to get richer. And basically in the next video, I'll be telling you guys which properties to buy, which heists you should be doing. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Have a great one.